right, man, let's watch these women secretly record their female friend going on a date and prank the guy. They record it, post it on TikTok. I mean, at this point, man, to be honest with you, dude, at this point, they always ask, where are the men at? Is any good men out there? Why don't get the guys men date or court anymore? This is part of the reason why. Like a lot of black women that get on the internet give black women a terrible name because people vicariously live through the internet right now more than they live in actual reality. So when they see stuff like this, they think, oh, this can happen to me. This could be the norm. And now you got guys remaining to be celibate, getting passports, or they just straight out tricking now. And at a point, if this happened to you, you can't blame a guy for whatever choice he picks. But let's listen.
This past weekend, I witnessed some corny shit. So my brother decided to take this young lady out, on a date. And, he saw value in trying to build that relationship. He took the young lady out on a date. Everything's going good. But unknowing to him, the young lady's friends was at the bar recording the date. They was recording the date. They was, sending drinks to the table to the young lady as if it was a man sending drinks to the table. Just really disrespecting my homie and just recording and making jokes throughout the date. We later find that they posted this video on TikTok. And I just want to say that it's corny, it's childish. We grown, man. We 30, 31, and, niggas is really trying to be intentional. But when you do shit like that and you're corny like that, it makes it hard for us to take women serious. It makes it hard, man. I mean, that's really, truly corny and childish, man. And it's one of those situations where it's like, what's the point, man? When women is doing shit like that, it's corny, man. So I'm asking y'all to just stop that. If that's a trend that y'all trying to start, please stop that shit because it's the corniest shit in the world, man. It's corny.
Okay, so Girlhood is going to the same bar that your friend is having a date on to go spy. Just because.
Why not?
It's Friday night. We ain't got shit to do.
3 shots in, 2 drinks in, couple of free drinks in.
Right.
Why not?
Why not? At this point, we might as well go check up on you, girl. Like, how you been? You look so good.
Right. Oh my God. What
Ooh,
you
I love
doing?
that top on you.
Wow.
Yeah, you look so good, girl.
We'll check in Sunday.
So go to the bar.
Okay, let's go to the bar. Don't look around at all.
Don't look around at all. When we get to the bar, lay eyes. Okay. So good. Thank you. Thank you kindly. Oh, okay.
What do you say?
No, we're going to the bar. Yes. Thank you. That's not her? She has to be upstairs.
Yeah.
Hopefully the restroom's upstairs.
Nah, deadass.
Where is she? We don't see her, but we think she's upstairs. Oh, there's 3 floors, and we're moving up to the 2nd floor now, so.
No, I can't do this. Yes, you can. I can get it together.
Okay. Oh, this is a vibe. No one's down here. Okay, cool. Okay. They're on the 3rd floor. All right, you ready, bitch? Yep. Game face. What does that mean?
Black. How to tap that hoe?
Let me slide over just a little bit. Wait. Okay, we just had the most genius idea. To up the stakes, we're going to send her a drink and say somebody sent you a drink. Not the bartender say somebody sent you a drink.
Not the man, not the girl.
They say you look so good tonight, they got to get you a drink.
Okay, you got it. You got it.
Okay, maybe just somebody sending the drink over right now. It's a French 75. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, hold up.
Hell yeah.
And him
So
with the
y'all,
drink.
I didn't know that the girls was there until after the drink landed at the table. And so, boy, you get real touchy. So man, he looking around trying to figure out who sent the drink. Cause he's like, oh, niggas think I'm sweet. So eventually he left. He was like, it was that dude that was sitting at the bar. Like, you can't trust somebody that pull up to the lounge in a blazer. So he did not know. He didn't know. Keep the niggas on their toes. On their motherfucking toes.
This past weekend, I witnessed some corny shit.
And, he said it was his brother. Now, I don't know if it was his biological brother or, just his brother. But, and a lot of women in the comment section was getting on old girl here. So I don't really know what that was. I mean, I guess it's childish or it was a little bit, beat down, you know what I'm saying? But nor here nor there. Now, Now she said that if you listen, she didn't know they was there now until they start receiving drinks. So I'm pretty sure they planned this. Maybe she didn't think they was gonna show up. Now I experienced this before, not in this manner, or how can I put this? I experienced this. Like I was going out with this chick, and she was like, she was just filling me out or whatever. She was gonna have her sister come spy, and her friends gonna spy. I don't believe they would have recorded or whatever, right? That's just I knew they wouldn't, right? But they didn't, and she was like, "Well, you're very observative. You would have picked up on it." Of course, I would have. But I understand certain women doing it, having somebody tell them for protection. If you're not sure, I know a lot of women that come over, I'm deal with. They always leave their location on so their friends know where they at. And that's kind of a double-edged sword once I allow you to come to my crib, because I don't want niggas knowing where I stay at. You feel what I'm saying? So, like for me to allow, a chick to come to my crib, I actually just, actually have to like you. But nonetheless, I get it. But when you record it and you prank a guy, I think that's going too far. You record it, put it on social media, and obviously her friends weren't productive. They didn't have nothing else to do on a Saturday night or whatever night it was. They didn't have a man to go confine to. That's the crazy thing about it. They didn't have a man to go over there and go to. You sit here, you do this, and y'all wonder why men don't want to date no more. All these TikTok trends, you smile, you sending drinks just to make him mad or agitate him, and now he could possibly have beef with a guy that he don't even know. Took her to a nice spot, nice little bar. That was the correct thing to do. Few floors up, and maybe she didn't know they was actually gonna do it, because they could have just texted her, "Hey, we here? What floor y'all on?" So they didn't. But like I said, they both of them probably single, and she found the guy that took her on a date, that seen something like the brother said, of value in her, and she let her friend squander it. Her hair might have been jacked up, but he seen something in her and some qualities in her, and her friend sabotaged her. They could have just sat there and spied and just looked, and then you posted on the internet. That's a wrap. If I'm any dude, she get nothing but dick, nothing but penetration, Nathan but penetration in my Biggie voice. I will not take that bitch around the block. If I knew about that video, I wouldn't take her around the block to get a Coke 45. Y'all want to know why dudes dog out hoes? Every story of dogging out hoes is that it's not that he got his heart broken. Like, we was in a relationship, she cheated on me, and they like, well, get over it. Women be like, get up. No, that ain't every situation. You have some situations in where a dude took a chick out, bought her she ordered too much food. She said, I'm feeding my kids. She ordered food. It was a story where a woman, I think I might have covered it on this channel. A woman said, she ordered a bunch of food, and she was leaving a date, and her friend was coming in town. So she didn't admit to this, but I know she did. She ordered enough food for her and her friend and tried to get him to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? I forgot what happened in the actual story. But her friend that could have been flying in was probably another dude. I done heard stories about, dudes, personal stories about dudes and took chicks out to eat. They get out old buddy car and hop in a next nigga car right in front of old buddy. No respect. That'll make you like, nah, I ain't courting no hoes. I ain't buying no hoes, nothing. You wine and dine and somebody else get the grind. So the whole, talking stage where you feeling her out, seeing if it's somebody you want to be with, somebody already hitting it, and women wonder why they can't find a good man. I'm telling y'all, most of these women are sexually driven. You can tell on the internet by they show their best assets, their ass, their titties, all that. They're sexually driven people. So they can't go without penis. They can't go without the toy. They can't go without. They're going to get it somewhere. The jackets they put on guys about, well, guys are just sexually driven. Man, women are way more sexually driven because they can get it at will. So, you hear all these stories, and then you seen dudes, take a baby mama, seriously, and they come home and she's sleeping with the baby daddy that don't do shit that she complain about. This is why dudes is pulling out the dating pool. And then when you see black women giving on the internet giving black women a bad name, and they didn't look like hood rats. That was hood rat activity, or you see, you see these, prissy white girls or these, delicate women that you think wouldn't do it, and you find out they slanging pussy on the internet, or you find out that they, they got an OnlyFans. That's enough to make you be like, bro, like I can't, I don't know. I think she's a nice girl, but and then you find out she a bust down. You like, man, they all bust downs. Or you see the one where you had an average or the big ugly bitch sitting here talking about you got to make 6 figures. You like, yo, it's cooked. I got to get a passport. I got to date out. But in reality, a lot of these women are struggling. What they say and what they do is 2 different things. But when you see things like this make a lot of dudes, just not interested in dating anymore. And it's sad, in my opinion. It's sad that it got to be that way. But stuff like this and trends like this, but don't worry, this trend ain't gonna take off too much because the women that's actually going on dates for real, they in relationships. Dudes ain't really dating women no more. My whole thing about courting women, because people ask me about it, and I think I've done a video on it. My thing about courting women is this: I court women because I don't want to be dealing with any and everybody. At this point in my life, I got a reputation. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be dealing with anybody. Like, I at least got to vet you out, even if it's just we gonna smash and that's what it's gonna be. At this point, I got too much to lose, so I'm at least gonna feel you out. And there's times where I didn't talk to women, and I just, some just didn't line up right. And I was like, I'm good. Like, I don't want it. I got to the point where, and I'm not a sexually driven person. I say that all the time. I got to the point where I'm like, I'm good. I don't even want to fuck. Or I don't even want that relationship no more. And I throw it away. So if I choose to kick it with you, then I seen something of value in you other than aesthetics. You know what I'm saying? And somebody said this is how good men are ruined. Yep. Birds of a feather. Bro dodged the bullet. Mr. Meck, shout out to Dog. He said Kendall's Dallas Corner. She said people will end up alone, all in the name of content. Yep. For a couple dollars. That's going to be gone. William Leonard says that, like I said in the video, it's corny. Oh, this is the brother from the video. Okay. He should pin his comment. It's corny. We have to normalize morality. If someone showed up and put effort into actually get to know you, that was a nice place. Why would you make a joke out of situation? I get they wanted to be playful, but it doesn't excuse how corny. Yeah, don't post it. Don't post it. Maybe, y'all about to get married. You tell them the story. Yeah, they spied on us. Yeah, you don't post it. That's where I draw the line. You don't post it. I don't mind they coming to spy. But posting it and sending drinks, doing that's not fun. Single women keep women single. And that's true. Single women try to keep women single. Women are very jealous creatures. Single friends, Lord, sabotaging their friends' date. Yep. And maybe she didn't think they really was going to show up, but she shouldn't have let them post it. But she said she knew when the drink started coming. So Action Royal, women keep getting exposed for being horrible friends. Not surprised. They are horrible friends. The female friendship dynamic, I've seen in my whole life, they're not good friends. Majority of women are not good friends. The whole face expert. I've seen a lot of single women purposely giving their friend horrible relationship advice or trying to sabotage their potential because jealousy or not having it themselves. That's a fact. And they sleep with your man because who know more about your man than them because you run your fucking mouth too much. You run your mouth too much. They'll backdoor you for your man. Women are horrible friends. The majority of women, their friendships are horrible. Not saying some men relationships ain't horrible. I mean, yeah, we know niggas, but women at a higher clip. So addictive. She said for her to co-sign the foolishness her friends did is crazy, highly immature, and uncalled for. Sir, you dodged the bullet. Be grateful. And my thing is this. I think she knew about it because she said when the drink started coming, she knew. So obviously they didn't text her, they found her, but they knew where they was gonna be at. So she told that she knew. Maybe she didn't think they was gonna show up for her, but she knew. And I watched the whole thing. Watch the whole thing. The friend that was on a date is a bird too. He said he watched the whole thing. Maybe we do another video and watch the whole thing. I'm gonna go back and do a video and watch the whole thing. It's part 1. So yep. He said to be watching my friend from a distance while she on a date on a Friday, it gives no life and no man. Squeak. Yeah. Yeah, that I mean exactly what I said.
So my brother
Hold
decided.
on. Squeak. Okay, her face get up out of here. That's another comment I wanted to get to. There we go. He said, Dodge the bullet. Thank God she was exposed versus now 7 years down the road. Facts. Not your drunk friends showed up as like beauty as haters. Of course they did. That's wild child is no mama. Envious, jealous homegirls, aka underscore goddess, is why some women are miss out on their husband. Yes. You know, and then you have those jealous women that like what's the point of that? I'm confused, Tiffany Small. You got women that do that in the family too. So let me know what y'all think, man. Hit the link in the description, join the Patreon for the real channel, go down there. I'm gonna try to find the video, the original video, and we're gonna do a whole review on that so pretty soon. So appreciate y'all. Peace.